South Africa has an ambitious blueprint for its future, a plan to wipe out poverty and cut inequality by 2030. And right at the heart of that vision is one powerful idea: education. Because education isn't just about getting a job, it's about building citizens who can shape a fairer, stronger society from the ground up. So let's start by zooming out, way up high, to see that grand vision from 30,000 feet. To understand where we're headed, we need to look at the National Development Plan, or NDP 2030. It's the country's official roadmap, the strategy to build South Africa's future. And here's the key thing: the NDP doesn't treat education as just another goal. It is the engine that drives everything else, the master key to tackling poverty and inequality. But a plan on paper is one thing. Making it real in classrooms across the country, that's where the real challenge begins. So now let's zoom in, all the way down to the ground level, to where this grand vision meets reality. A 2007 survey of grade 6 maths and reading scores was a wake-up call. South Africa performed below most other African countries in the study. Suddenly, that big dream and the classroom experience looked worlds apart. To fix that, we have to start even earlier, in the foundation phase, grades R to 3. Think of it as the base of a house. If the foundation cracks, the whole building is in trouble. This is the absolute battleground. The problem isn't that teachers don't care. It's that many walk into classrooms unequipped and unsupported. They may not fully understand the curriculum or the how of effective teaching. It's a systemic gap, and yet these teachers carry the weight of the entire national vision on their shoulders. They are literally the cornerstone of the entire project. If the cornerstone of your house is cracking under pressure, you don't blame the stone, right? You reinforce it. You give it support. And that is exactly where this new idea comes in. Kolab. What if, instead of those one-off training days that don't always stick, teachers had an expert in their pocket, a tool they could pull out anytime they needed help, something modern, accessible, and genuinely empowering. And that's the idea behind the education mobile app called Kolab. Kolab is a teacher-centric platform built to empower educators, not replace them. And just look at the scale of Kolab. That number, over 1,800, that's how many teaching modules are on the platform. And they split pretty much down the middle between English and maths. This isn't just a few tips and tricks. It's a comprehensive toolkit built for those crucial foundation years. But more than that, it's about respect, treating teachers as professionals and giving them the tools to plan better, teach better, and assess better. Of course, even the best tool can't create change if it doesn't reach the people who need it most. And that's where the private sector comes in, through corporate social investment, or CSI. The funding model is clever and effective. Companies use their CSI budgets to fund teachers' access to Kolab. In return, they boost their B-BBEE scorecards, gain tax benefits, and can actually see the real-world impact of their investment. Companies can even choose where their money goes. They can either put it towards socioeconomic development, which supports those core maths and literacy modules, or they can fund consumer education, which is all about giving teachers financial literacy skills themselves. Concepts like budgeting and understanding compound interest. For any company listening, the big takeaway is this. This is not a handout. This is a strategic investment, one that also creates jobs for the people who facilitate the training. Now let's zoom back out again, from the classroom to the country. Because when you upskill one teacher, you don't just change one life. That teacher will shape the minds of thousands of children over their career. Better teachers mean stronger students. Stronger students mean brighter futures. And that's how the big national vision starts to come alive. One classroom, one teacher, one child at a time. This isn't just a corporate responsibility project. It's nation building, a direct investment in South Africa's future. The children sitting in those classrooms today are the ones who will build the South Africa of 2030 and beyond. They are the next generation of nation builders. So the question is simple. What role will you play in making sure our children's foundation is unbreakable?